I'll be reacting to Shaman King 2021, episode 44. And I will be starting off my reaction in 1, 0, go. Oh, hell yeah. Oh! Oh, shit. Yes! Man, I cannot wait to see Anna kick some more ass. Yo, I am actually shocked she was able to seemingly do that much damage. She's got a point. If those three girls knew what thing was good for them, they would run the fuck away. Oh. And you know what? The truth hurts. Yes! Fucking love the sound of this. Oh. Why do I get the feeling that's bullshit? And he's just saying that to try to woo Anna? Woo, boy. Now, in saying that, I looked into people's thoughts on episode 43 of Shaman King, the one from 2 weeks ago, when it comes to like different form sites. And apparently, from what I've read, the manga was as rushed as the anime is. And I've read that the rest of the manga is going to be super rushed too. So, oh boy, if I thought episode 43 was a disaster piece, I don't even want to imagine what they're gonna do with this episode in that case. And I heard that the sequel manga doesn't fare much better either. I mean, at least apparently from what I've read about, I haven't read the sequel manga, but I've heard that the reception towards the sequel manga isn't so positive either, any of the Shaman King manga spinoffs. So I can only hope in this case that Studio Bridge either like learned how to pace things off a little bit more smoothly going forward, or that the writing quality isn't as bad as what people say it is. I can only hope. But even before I watched this anime, though, I had a few friends that had read the manga, said the latter portion of the manga is rushed too. So again, that's a little worrisome. But hey, I'm glad it's back finally. Walk-ins. Oh, and these women should have run away. Oh. What the fuck? And he was able to get rid of that like instantly and drain it. That is impressive. Probably because he wants to win on over. That's yo. Well, that makes sense. If he's gonna try to make her his future wife, he's gotta leave her unharmed. Oh, that looks like the form he had in the opening. Yo, talk about being like overly ambitious here. But that's what makes Hao such a great antagonist, that he has such high aspirations. I mean, at least these ladies are finally staring at the face of reality. Yo, this is actually the first time we see Anna actually face her advert. Yes, her sweetheart's there. Aww. I just wonder what type of epic feat is Yo gonna be pulling off this time. Yeah, they all got fucked up. I just thought like that's his first reaction. Wait. How is she waking up? Oh. Wait, wasn't she stabbed? Did I just skip an episode? I know that. Yo, did I miss an episode? Or was it that the 2-week break that might have made my memory fuzzy? But you know what? At least she's finally awakened, though. That's what matters at the end of the day. I mean, hey, at the very least now, they've actually got some good news instead of bad news at the very least. And then I am hyped the fuck up to see how their confrontation against Hal is going to be. Wait, what? What the fuck happened? I felt like they skipped at least 4 to 5 minutes of content here. How do we go that they were seemingly ready to go at each other's throats to this? No, I mean, I have no problem with having coffee with Hal. I just wonder how we got from the moment previously to this. What the fuck? Yeah, but why didn't they go for it then? And why did this episode skip important ass content too? Okay, at least I give an explanation as to why they didn't use everything against Hal. But I'm still pissed off how literally we didn't see the reason as to why they drank coffee or none of that. Just feels a little fucking random here. It feels like a whiplash effect. I mean, again, this is fucking cool. I've been waiting for Yo and Hal to have a conversation for quite a while. Like, this is nice in its own way. I'm not hating over this. Nah, that's fucking adorbs. Damn. At least we get the rationale as to why he ain't finishing off our boy instantly. But hey, I could see why you want to be a pro on brave face though, for appearance's sake. Oh snap! It's always nice seeing our boy serious like that. Yeah, it didn't seem like he did anything to prevent Peyote's betrayal though. Oh, that's why. The thing is, though, he was willing to suck the souls of the people if he was pushed into a corner, so I don't think he can be complaining about betrayals, though. Ilya explains why. Ilya explains why he likes Apache and Lucius at the very least. That's actually nice. Oh! And hey, Yo's anger would be pretty justified in this instance. And at the very least here, we get an explanation as to why he didn't continue escalating things. But it just annoys me with the way this series just does its transitions so abruptly. Yeah, it's fucked up, crazy ass brother. For him, that's probably like a drop in the bucket. He should have said 0. That's what I'm guessing. Good. Oh, good. He saved his ass. He saved his own ass. That's smart. Oh, man. That was amazing how easy Minespedi is paying that low amount of yen. Yeah, that's some absolutely cruel shit right there. But it's how. I wouldn't expect anything less from him. Oh. Oh, that's so sweet. Because Yo didn't have to do that yet. He still did it anyway. I mean, it's how, though. It comes with the territory. Still kind of annoyed how, like, when it comes to, like, Sati's recovery, I feel like they skipped a lot. And I kind of like the fact that Lisa hasn't made it back yet, because considering that he's the one that's got the most emotional issues, it makes sense that he'd be the one that would take the longest as far as training goes. Yo, I'd be damn surprised if we were able to get that motherfucking strong, though. I mean, that'd be one of the biggest mindfucks in the series. I gotta admit, even though they didn't show much of the Gandara yet, I do love and appreciate their loyalty. I always love those mid-episode cards. They look fucking cool, if you ask me. But seriously, though, I mean, he might as well, considering he can't take on his brother. Might as well just try to delay any unnecessary confrontations against him. I don't think it's more of attachment. It's more like he didn't really have a choice but to drink coffee with him, though. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it ain't like he was in a strength of his power to be able to reject him. And that's what I like. When it comes to Howl, they do a good job of adding extra layers to him. Aww. And you know what? I love the man's optimism. I mean, who wouldn't think about Howl, though? If he's the type of opposition you're going up against. Oh! Well, damn! Oh, snap. I've been waiting for this for a long-ass fucking time. I mean, I don't see any reasons why they shouldn't go through with the tournament, though. I'm fucking get hyped the fuck up whenever a boy is about to compete. And honestly, they've been only up this fight for like how long now? Hell yeah! I like how Ren's team has a cool name, but the name of his team is like so fucking random. That's fucking cute. All right. I like how they give me more gravitas to this whole thing. I mean, he's gonna respond then to him in kind through combat. I mean, they know they obviously know who our boy's dealing with. I mean, shit. It's not like Yo could have said no to the coffee because he would have ended up escalating a situation that he wouldn't have been able to de-escalate. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with a goal like that. That is damn beautiful. You know what? That actually makes it more potently powerful that he drank coffee with How, too. At the very least. Oh, you can tell how much Pancho feels bad for him. That's so fucking cute. But it kind of really makes me wonder how Hal feels about that deep down, though. Because he's always trying to pass it off that doesn't affect it, but I wonder if it really does, though. It's the fucking truth, though. And knowing Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to become friends with Hal. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. That's the type of thing Yo would do. What's with the animation? They've been hyping up Ren versus Yo's team for how long? But hopefully it's just a single still. No, it's a second still there. The thing is, though, they're in Yo's team, so like, Yo, did he just lose his arms? Oh shit! Oh fuck! What is this? Oh no, this is oh fuck! This is actually one of the worst animated Shaman King episodes already, which is damn shame because the content. It wasn't this. It used the same still and it just moved up the camera up and down and up again, just to give the illusion that it was moving when there was zero movement at all. What happened to Studio Bridge? Literally, Studio Bridge was on fire for like 8 weeks. Between like what episodes 34 to 42, and now they're just phoning it in. And saying that it was nice to actually see our boy take care of business. Oh shit! Yo, our boy looks fucking cool. Yo, ooh. Oh, is that really the best the Studio Bridge animators can do for this moment? That's been built up for how many fucking weeks? What the fuck is all I have to say? And before you'll say, oh, Anime Caveman, the series doesn't focus on the fight. Bullshit! You know they've been building up this fight for since what, like the 20s? And this is the best Studio Bridge can do? Oh. I am disappointed in the series. Because I was actually expecting that they were going to show out for Yowis's Ren. I honestly was. What is this? It's not looking like I'm looking at a Queeby production. Because you don't even see the blast of Ren's attack hit Yo. You just see the aftermath with Yo's armor, well, his Orber Soul parts just being destroyed. That's just abysmal there. Again, this one would feel tense if they actually had some fluidity, but I'm just feeling like I'm watching a manga with coloring. Oh, and again, it'd be impactful if we actually see Hodoro's arm actually connect against Yo when he's stuck inside of that, inside of his ice technique. I'm like, it doesn't feel like the boys have gotten stronger though, because honestly, the animation's doing a bad job of portraying our boys having more speed. I mean, it's hard to get us grasp that they're stronger and faster when it's just a bunch of stills. It's hard to get a grasp of their strength when we don't see our boys utilize strategy during the fight. It's a big ass disappointment. What happened to the creativity that the series had 3 weeks ago? Okay, at the very least, they're getting somewhere. Holy fuck! I gotta feel sorry for that little thing, because it's like, feels like being raised by hell would be an absolute dreadful torture. Hey, you know what? I do like how, at the very least, when it comes to this fight, they're at least challenging Yo's stance, at the very least. It ain't just a battle of strength. Oh, no. That's probably like the only semi-decent bit when we're seeing Yo's shot and we're seeing like his skeleton to portray the strength from Ren's lightning attack. But honestly, what the fuck, Studio Bridge? This episode was a fucking disgrace. Nah. What the fuck is all I gotta say. Of all the episodes to skim on quality-wise, you don't do it for this fucking episode. You don't do it out of all the things. Well, I'm just floored. There's so many things wrong with this episode. And let me break it down bit by bit. For one, no, yes, the episode tried to reason off that the reason why we didn't get the confrontation between Yo and Anna versus Hao, I understand it was because Hao didn't want to get rid of Yo yet, because he wants him at peak strength before he defeats Yo, because he had to get more strength in the long run if he were to take on Yo much more fully powered and when Yo's at his physical peak. That I do understand. But there's just an issue with that. You have a scene built up of a lot of tension there. The series could have literally had delivered a lot more tension if, instead of going from that bit where Yo shows up instantly to the aid of Anna, it would have continued on, having them converse, and then having Hao bring up the fact, or Yo bring up the fact that they're going to drink coffee. The way they did it in this series, it felt absurdly rushed, and it got rid of any tension that it could have had. And no, that's what they did was utterly fucking indefensible. I call bullshit on that. And speaking of which, y'all could argue however the fuck you want that the fights don't. This fight at the very least fucking mattered. Y'all could try arguing all day that in Shaman King the fights don't matter. Well, this fight fucking did. Because, tell me, y'all, and I'm even going to look it up right now since this series pissed me the fuck off. I normally don't go this far, but I'm going to see when the hell did this arc start out. just to be sure to see how long they've been building up Ren versus Yo, just to see, because this series is honestly, it's taking the piss now at this point. Let me see when the start of this arc was. Okay, I believe the start of the of this tournament was around episode 14, because that's when Lacier had the X-Laws outfit. So in the early teens, they've been hyping up this confrontation for like 30 episodes plus, and they fuck it up. That's what's absolutely wrong with how this episode handles shit. Because it's like, you don't just do all these episodes of build-up and then, bam, give us fucking trash. No, that's just fucking awful. So this series couldn't even do anything well from the entertainment front, because all the fights looked god awful. And then, aside from that, something else that also was really damn annoying about this episode too, on top of all that, what happened to the little plot point that they built up a few weeks ago when, I believe, didn't they show off the president of the Ayamada company? Yeah, Ayamada, I believe his name was, because I'm relooking at clips of episode 43. Yeah, Ayamada Mansumi. Where the fuck did he go? I mean, seriously? Like, he was doing so much shit. And now it's like the writers just forgot about him. So that's another thing that peeved me about this episode. Like, you built up that this guy was going to make a move, and then he just utterly disappears as if the writers forgot about him. That's another thing that peeved me about this episode, because it just felt abrupt, rushed. It felt like the writing staff in charge of this series didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And speaking of which, aside from the writing being rushed, I gotta say, no, that's pretty much what I think about the script. It was abrupt. It was terrible. I would say, if anything, the only positive I can think of is that we do get more of a characterization for how he does at the very least value Pancho and one of his other men more than usual. So that was something that was semi-positive regarding the episode. And something else that I gotta give the episode credit for is that I like that moment where you get to see more into the inside of how, and you do see some Yo character development where he decides to not want to go after Hao's throat, because a lot of the episode explains straight up, or at least it implies that Yo wants to immensely help him out instead of continue on. Well, he's going to continue fighting him on, but he doesn't want to kill Hao. He wants to try to help him out. So I really like that character development for Yo, where he is the living embodiment of forgiveness and trying to talk things out. I thought that was a sweet character moment for Yo. And I love how his stance is being tested by Ren's team, considering that Ren and his team has suffered a lot indirectly because of the type of shit that Hao has done. It makes sense why they have anger towards Yo. So there were some semi-positive things in this episode. And I even love Ren's conviction, too, with the way he was attacking Yo during the episode. Not just physically, but emotionally, too. And that's what made some bits of the episode pretty good. As for other positive sides, I do love how it also gave Anna some cool moments, too, where despite how the odds were against her, she was hella fucking determined. So I didn't like this episode was replete of upsets. But my goodness, though, this fucking episode it really felt in the most important thing in this instance. Whoo! It really felt in the fact that, yeah, there was no effort. You already know my thoughts on the animation. It was abysmal. I don't have to talk more about it. I already beat that dead horse. A lot of still shots. And then the transition from one sequence to like another was pretty bad too. Hell, they didn't even bother having flashbacks, just seeing more of like Ren, Chocolobes, or even Faustus training. It's like, for fuck's sake, if you're going to want to add more emotion to this big confrontation, at least show us some flashbacks of their training when they were in hell, for fuck's sake. This episode would have been a nice way of giving us some flashbacks to further appreciate how much of a long way they've come. The episode couldn't even be bothered of doing that. So, yeah, that's why I felt the directing of this episode was all over the fucking place. And, I mean, I guess the only semi-positive I can say is at least the artwork looked on model. Hooray for that, I guess. But that's about the only compliment I can give it. And, of course, the characterization for Hao. Those are like the only positives. But other than that, this episode is an epic fail. And honestly, I really hope that for the next episode, Studio Bridge actually fucking tries. Because this lack of effort is pathetic. And yeah, that's what I can confidently say. I'm going to give this episode a 4 out of 10. It's inexcusable how awful this episode was directed. Because literally, had this episode just directed a few things smoothly, this episode could have straight up been an 8 out of 10. But nope. Studio Bridge, they don't give a shit. They don't give a fuck. Let's just call it how it is. They don't give a fuck at all. They're just doing this series to collect a fucking paycheck while they fucking throw and lavish all the money towards Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. And obviously it looks like they're going to be giving the next Yu-Gi-Oh! A fucking lavish treatment too. At least in comparison to whatever the hell they're giving to this series, because they're sure ain't giving it jack shit, I can tell you that much. Fuck. Just fuck. And this is a sad disappointment too, because honestly, that 8-episode streak where the series was looking like it was on fire, it was damn enjoyable. And yeah, I'm seeing the preview for Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. Like, there's a lot more passion put into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush preview than almost any Shaman King episode that Studio Bridge was on. I just saw it just to make sure. So yeah, looks like the money's currently going to Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, and it's going to go to Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. Why am I not surprised that Studio Bridge is prioritizing Yu-Gi-Oh! over the series? But yeah. Overall, didn't like the episode. I hope they do better next week, though. Go say, oh, Anime Kim, I want to drop it. I'm on episode 44. I might as well finish off the whole series. I only got 8 episodes left, so. The best I can hope for is that there's a quality bump in the last few episodes. That's really the only thing I can really hope for. Because my goodness, is there... When I see shit like this, it makes me wonder, is there really any hope for the series left? Because sometimes if it feels like from one week to another, any hope I have for the series is just fucking dying. It's fucking dying. Oh yeah, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'm disappointed a lot because I really dug this series when it had that 8-episode hot streak. Makes me wonder what happened. I guess they couldn't maintain that momentum that they had from episodes. And I'll even do a quick count too. From like, let's see, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38. Yeah, they couldn't continue that quality bump they had from like 35 to 42. I guess the animation for Studio Bridge is too fucking hard, I guess. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching my video, and I hope you have a fantastic day, y'all. And I can only hope next week's better. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye, everyone.